Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to show you how to use Adobe Photoshop to create a shadow on a simple object. You may use these images, the soccer goal and the soccer ball, that are in Google Classroom, or you could choose completely different images on a different subject of your choice. However, if you choose your own images, make sure that the sun is coming or the light is coming from the same direction in both photos. So in this soccer goal, the sun is on the upper left, and on the soccer ball, I deliberately chose that photo so that the sun is also coming from the upper left, so that the shadows are coming from the same direction. Let's get started. Here is the soccer ball. I'm going to choose the object selection tools, and I'm going to get the middle one, which is the quick selection tool. And I'm just going to click and drag a selection around the soccer ball so that the whole thing is selected. And I can see that in a couple of areas it selected too much. So I'm going to use Alt or Option on the keyboard, and I'm going to clean that selection up a little bit. In some areas it got the grass. Oh, and I say it didn't get all the black right here, so I'm going to add that on. And I think that looks pretty good. Now, Control or Command C for copy. Go to the soccer goal and Control or Command V to paste. I'm going to choose the selection tool and move the object down in the general area where I want it. To get the scale the object, make sure that Show Transform Control is checked so that you have the handles, and then make it the size that it needs to be proportionate. I'm going to say something kind of like that, and then either hit enter or click the check mark. Now I'm going to make a copy, Control J, and I'm going to turn the eyeball off on the top copy and select the original soccer ball. I'm going to hold down Control or Command on the keyboard and click right inside this little rectangle right here, and you can see that that selected the soccer ball. Now I'm going to go to Edit, Fill, and I'm going to fill this with black, which is right here, and click OK. Now Control or Command D on the keyboard to deselect that. I'm going to turn the eyeball back on to the soccer ball. Now I'm going to go to Edit, Transform, Distort, and I'm going to try to match the angle of this shadow to the angle of the shadow on the soccer goal right here. So just kind of eyeballing it and looking at it. That looks okay right there. Now I will click the check mark or hit enter on the keyboard. Over here in the layers panel, I'm going to go to the opacity and bring that down until it matches the opacity of the other shadows in the photo. I think somewhere right about there looks good. So that's, for me, it's about 54. This shadow has a really hard edge, and this is more of a soft shadow. So I'm going to go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and give that shadow a little bit of a softer edge. So I think somewhere between 2 and 3 looks good. Again, I'm trying to match it to the other shadows. So about, this is 2.8. I'm going to go for that, 2.8. Now, as the final touch, I'm going to clone a little bit of grass over the soccer ball. Select the background layer, and then go to the tools and choose the Clone Stamp tool. Now, right under the soccer ball, go to the grass area, hold down Alt or Option on the keyboard, and click to select a little sample of the grass. Now, go back to the top layer and click on it to select it, and then just brush the edge of the soccer ball at the bottom to add just a little bit of grass to it so that it looks like it's kind of nestled down into the grass. That's it, everyone. Have fun with the project.